Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. And there we go. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Long time no see. You are here with MinniePortable and WheezyBlonde for Not Reading All That, the show where we talk about the things that we say we're not going to read, but you shove it down our throats and force us to read it anyway. Woo!
I like that.
Yeah. So there's it's summertime. I don't know where you live. It's summertime. I look like I'm going to a NASCAR race. I was outside gardening. I hurried up, ran inside real quick, washed my face, sat down. There's a heat index advisory here in Indiana. What's the weather like down where you are right now? Is it really hot too?
Yeah, it's hot, it's humid, and I'm easily prone to heat exhaustion, which really sucks. So it's the humidity that really gets me.
Okay.
And I just walked like for 15 minutes and then I walked back and I already had like a little headache and I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Like I'm staying indoors again. This is ridiculous.
No. Oh, that's not good. So was it normally humid like back home? Do you guys like usually don't have to deal with that?
Dry heat. Yeah.
Oh, girl, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not great. I am covered in like deer fly bites and mosquitoes, and I walk outside and I'm just drenched. Asthma just flares up. It's awesome. But I actually really do like the heat. I really do like the heat. So because of it being summer mode, Minnie is grinding freaking hard right now. Every time I get online, she's doing cool shit. She's like Fox creator. What the hell is it? You're the Fox creator partner, or you're part of their program with the World Cup? What is going on with that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna gas you up. What are you doing?
I'm part of the creator club with Fox Sports. So basically there's like they tell you like make a video about this and then you get this. So like my video that I just made, I made it yesterday, but I posted today, is for 2 months free of Fox One, so you can actually watch the games. And then if I post another video of like a reaction or something like that, then it's like we send you like a jersey and stuff like that. There's cool stuff that you could get to. Unfortunately, they're all in Los Angeles, which pisses me off because I got this opportunity as soon as I'm here.
Of course.
There's like go to the VIP watch party, go to the VIP after party, and I'm like, bro, I can't because I'm here.
Right. If you were still there, like you'd be like, oh sure, you're like, yeah, here I come.
Yeah, but there's only one thing in Columbus, which is actually kind of crazy. It's a women's game or women's match. So I might go to that. I'm not so sure. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The only thing that I hate is that when I get these cool opportunities, I can't collab with them, which pisses me off.
You can't collab with them, like what the thing's not work. Oh, or is it because
the feature's not?
You still can't on your Instagram?
I can't, and that's all because so I have contacted Meta several times. This is what the AI bot tells me. It tells me that my features are limited because there's a restriction on my account. And that pisses me off because it's like these restrictions came from a Friday Night SmackDown. So I got copyrighted, and now because of a Friday Night SmackDown, I can't collab with the people that I'm supposed to collab with.
Minnie got. Minnie was a part of the whole getting got. I thought she was safe. Dude, I'm sorry. I forgot about that. And I didn't realize it was still happening. Shit.
I thought I was safe too. And I kind of want to, well, I have to still talk to them because so far, like, it's just been like email exchanges. But I want to be like, hey, do you guys know anybody on Instagram that can like help me with this to like unrestrict my account?
You should. Because I remember I was working with like a video game place one time. And they helped when my TikTok got whatever year that was, last year or the year before. So you absolutely should, because they do. I mean, shit, they should. Hell, try and figure that out.
They want the collaborations too, so I'm gonna see what they could do. I know Conman is helping me. He contacted the WWE guy, and then he said that he'll look into it. But you know how that takes freaking days.
Oh God, it could take 3 months. Oh God.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we'll be on it. We're just overseas. Not good timing for that, for sure. Not good timing for that. There's so many places that my brain is like a ping pong ball. There's so many places I could start right now because I'm thinking of like the broader things that I'm seeing being discussed like right now. Because like I said, I'm not on my phone currently too much. So I open it and I see the WWE's overseas, right? And you had replied to one of the tweets about this where someone was complaining about it being in Europe, and they're like, oh, I can't wait for it to be back at normal time. I can't wait for it to be back home. And I'm like, no, I mean, they can stay there for all I care. Like, it's completely fine. And I feel like that also ties into the World Cup being here and people from Europe like experiencing the United States and treating us like a tourist attraction. And I think it's amazing. But
yeah, they're going to Walmart. They're going to
Taco Bell.
I love it.
They're like, we're at a Waffle House. Like, I'll definitely be back. I'm like, you're precious. Thank you so much for appreciating our bitch ass culture. Oh my God.
That's our culture, yeah.
Yeah, Taco Bell and Waffle House. We're great. But with that being said, talking about them being over in Europe right now and the difference between US crowds and Europe crowds, I think that's a really interesting observation when it comes to just like the World Cup and WWE, how Europe, and not just Europe, but I mean foreign countries in general, their hype level when it comes to shows. And there was I want to know your opinion on this. There's a take that I constantly see because people repeat the same shit over and over. But the take is well, in the US we're just so used to seeing the shows all the time that when we go, like we're just not as excited. Like they don't get it as much, so they're excited. And I disagree with that because in Europe it's like a football match, soccer matches for example, yeah, hype as hell. They just have a good time and they don't care what anybody else thinks. They don't care about any of that, and they're having a good time. They're hype at every event that they go to. It's a here thing. It's an us thing. I just would like, as someone that is also a football fan, what's your view on that?
I can understand the argument or them saying that it's because they're not used to seeing wrestling crowds. I could see that, but I've always seen football matches that are in Europe and they stay hyped. Like that's how they are. They are singing, they are chanting the entire time. I truly think it's because when it comes to like Europeans, alcohol runs in their blood.
This is true.
So I really just think they're all just so freaking lit, and they can handle being lit because, like I said, it's just like what the drinking age there is like 14 or something.
That's true. Yeah. I don't know if it's 14, but it might be different country to country. But it's young. They're in high school.
Yeah. So I just think it's that, and the combination of them just being like a. So when it comes to football, everybody gets hype about football besides the United States. So I feel like because they're so used to that kind of crowd, they bring that into wrestling, which I appreciate because even if the show isn't that great, the show feels great. Monday Night Raw was spectacular. I freaking love Monday Night Raw.
I did too.
Friday Night SmackDown? Oh, I didn't finish like the third hour, but Friday Night SmackDowns have been better. But with the crowds, I'm just like, this is hype. Yeah.
It makes it a ton better because they're interactive with it and they're having fun. And I think that that's the way that I try to go along with almost anything, especially wrestling. And we're in such a, I don't know if I've made this point to you before, but going to a WWE show, people are so, and just in the US in general, we're so concerned about what other people are doing. We're so concerned about what this person is doing, what this person is doing. Oh, what do I look like to this person? And being embarrassed. And so now it's just kind of like this fear of being perceived where, oh, being fun is cringe. Like having a good time is cringe. I don't want to look cringe. I don't want to this, because they literally make fun of, if there was a crowd here that acted like the crowd from Monday Night Raw, the amount of miserable people that would be at a Monday Night Raw making fun of them there would be pictures and videos making fun of people and shit. Like, so it's the people that are complaining about the hype of the crowds, I feel like are the exact people that make it a problem to where we will never have that. I don't think we'll ever get back to that here, ever.
We won't, because it's such a vain country. Like, it's exactly what you're talking about. Like, over here, it's just kind of like, well, I don't want to, like, me and you are like that. When we go to shows, over here, we're like, yes. But at shows, we're like, reserved.
Yes.
We're like, well, I don't want to feel like I'm marking out just because I don't know what the people around me are going to feel like. And when somebody does mark out and somebody is yelling and being loud, we do kind of look at them. Granted, that guy was annoying.
That was an exception. I love when people are hyped, but man, that guy just kept going, and I'm like, you piece of shit.
Yeah, he kept saying, Chris Jericho, you're stupid, and all this other shit. I forgot what he was saying, but I mean, we are at fault of that too. So yeah, I don't think United States crowds are ever going to be hype ever. Yeah, as much as they wanted, Los Angeles, I think did a good job for WrestleMania 39. I think Chicago used to be a good crowd, and now they're not because they've been priced out. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, and it's going off of, I feel like you feed off of the energy around you. And so if I'm, then that's the exception. If I'm in and around like a crowd of people that are having fun and hype, it was actually like that at WrestlePalooza. Funny enough, shitty show, but the energy of everyone around me, dude, we were having a blast. So when you're in that kind of environment where it feels like safe and okay to just kind of let loose and have fun, definitely. But for the most part, people just like, they side eye you. You get like this middle-aged woman next to you that's like pissed off and she just like side eyes you, or people are like turning around and looking at you just for like having fun. Or WWE especially, not everybody that goes even knows what's happening. People will just buy the tickets or be gifted the tickets if they didn't sell a lot, if they live in the area or they work somewhere nearby, and they go and you're invested and you watch it and you're doing all this, and then they act the way. And I think it's easy to just be like, well, just don't care what people think. Like, in a way, like, I get it, but it's just, I don't know, you're in that moment, and I don't know.
yeah.
I just kind of, I think, especially as women, I feel like you're kind of brought up to be like, make yourself small and, you know, be seen, not be heard, like just stay in your lane. And so I don't know, you just fall into that.
Yeah. There was the perfect example was when Nate was crashing out with Danhausen. He was crashing out so hard.
No!
So if you were in Europe, like that would have been okay. But like people around us were like, yeah, they gave that like pretentious, like, oh my god, dude, like calm down. But it's like he's having fun at the end of the day. He's crashing out, but he's still having fun. He wasn't like, well, I don't know. He was scratching the fuck out. I don't know what to say. But it was great because he was highly invested in it. So yeah, it just, American crowds are too vain. And just like what you said, us as women, we're going to feel small. We're not going to want to be the loud ones because especially me, because I'm Latina. So if I'm loud, they're going to be like, oh, of course she's loud. Right?
Fucking stereotype. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think it's interesting that I thought of this earlier. Someone made of course we get those comments all the time, but on my reaction videos, someone being like, oh, overreaction as usual. Like, this is an over top of the reaction as usual. And I like to make the point of, do you know what you're watching? This is professional wrestling. It is the most over the top, theatrical, performative fucking thing you could possibly be watching. Of course, I'm going to be animated and excited, especially when I'm in my space where I feel safe. What do you want me to just sit there and be like, that was a beautiful sunset flip. Wow, 10 out of 10. Shut the fuck up. Like, let me have fun. You want me to be cute and reserved when Charlotte Flair is walking down the aisle looking like a peacock? Yeah, that's not just flamboyant and meant to be larger than life. Like, nah.
You're supposed to be like, that's stunning.
Wow, beautiful color choice.
Which is so boring, but also we feel safe with our chat too. So like I feel safe crashing out, but every single time I clip that, oh my god, like people that don't watch me, they're like, does she know that it's fake? And these are wrestling fans saying that. And I'm like, first off, shut up, please. Like, we're having fun. The reason why I'm crashing out is because we're having fun here. And I'm following the story. I'm following the booking. So for me, I'm crashing out because I'm like, well, in my head, this is stupid. So I'm going to be upset.
Yep, I am currently Roman Reigns' #1 hater, and that man that just gets people in a tizzy. It's so much fun. Like, he's the greatest. How dare you? How dare you? And I'll just start going on my little tangent, and then they're like, "But he did. Shut up. Don't start with me. Let me have fun." They take it so serious, and I'm like, I'm tired of being serious, Minnie. I don't want to do it anymore. I can't do it no more.
Yeah. Also, I feel like we say this every single pod, or at least I say this every single pod. Whenever I see an opinion that I don't agree with, I move the fuck on. Like, I'm not going to invest my time in like trying to argue with you or trying to fight with you. Unless you're saying something really fucked up, then sure. But if you're like like I freaking love Gunther. I did crush out on somebody.
Oh my god, I love it.
I did crush out on somebody because they were like, he's boring. I was like, I hate that. So I did crush out on that person. But like, let's say there's a video, like a content creator saying Gunther's boring and his like he sucks, blah blah. Keep it moving. I don't care. But they came into my territory, so that's why I crashed out. I'm like,
you're my house.
Yeah, you're not doing that. But I usually fucking ignore it. I don't understand people that want to argue online.
No, I for what? Like literally for what? I'm always like, oh, okay, that's your viewpoint and your opinion. Okay, cool. Moving on. Like I just don't whatever. The big one that everyone wanted to talk about Monday with me was Liv Morgan being in the Queen of the Ring match, and it was one of those things where it's like I don't know how many times we can talk about it over and over. Like I just don't care. I'm sorry, I just don't care that much. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, fine, it makes sense for this and this and this. Next, and then someone to bring it up again like 15 minutes later, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, when did we turn on Liv Morgan now? Like, what's the expiration date on how long? Like, and it's also complicated, but it's also complicated though too, because I get caught up in okay, like Liv Morgan, the character. Absolutely, like you sniveling, like fucking, like yeah. Okay, like I get that, but then we've turned wrestling into like this review rap sheet every time, and so I'm like, okay, wait, are you talking about booking, or are you talking about like Liv Morgan? And I just feel confused all the time.
They talk about the persona, and there was this post on Twitter saying she can't talk, she can't wrestle, she's overrated or something like that. And it was going like super viral, and it was like, what? Like, you guys will turn on somebody when they don't defend the title, but like at the same time, like that's the booking that they're giving. Like it's not their fault.
Yeah.
So it's always so funny when they're like, I want this person to be champion, and then when they're not defending it, which I get, that's a good argument, but blame the bookers, don't blame the actual talent. Just like Io Sky, like they don't do her right whenever she's holding the title, but then when she's not holding the title, she's like doing all these spectacular things that involved in major storylines. Like it's always weird. And we could. Do you want to touch on the CM Punk stuff?
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead.
So I haven't really looked into it, but it was like a headline saying that CM Punk got offered to take a 50% pay cut, so he might be leaving the WWE. And I kept scrolling just because I'm like, I don't care, because I need to hear it from CM Punk, or like somebody credible needs to come out and like talk about this. Yep. If not, I don't fucking care. And like the internet is crashing and burning. There are certain news sources that absolutely suck, like Ringside News, which, by the way, did you hear what they did?
I was confused, but I did see multiple people say like it was whatever they did was bad.
Yeah, they
did it have to do with
pages leaked. Like took a screenshot and then put it right next to Zarya licking the title. I guess he made like a whole article talking about stop licking the titles, and it was Paige. It was weird. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Oh, why?
Yeah. Because they're stupid, and I'm surprised that. Well, they don't even get that much traction, but I'm very surprised that they have like 300,000 followers on Twitter. Because I used to follow them, and then I immediately unfollowed them.
Well, I went to go look, and I had them blocked, and I didn't care enough to look anyway. I was like, all right, I have this person blocked. Clearly, I don't want to see it. I was like, all right, shit. Jeez. Oh boy. But I feel the same way as you do when it comes to rumors, and I feel like it's gotten so like rumors have gotten so out of control to where people be like, hey, did you hear this? And I'm instantly, where did you hear that? Because where's the merit for that? Like I even see people now like there's plans for him to do this. There's plans for Punk to this. Punk did this. He's doing this. He's doing this. And I'm like, according to who? According to who? Because CM Punk ain't talking to nobody.
He hasn't said anything.
Nothing. He ain't gonna until he wants to. So I call bullshit on everything. It's just hearsay, and people cluck, 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 and cluck, 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 and it's talking points, which fine, but man, it spirals, and then you're expected to have a take and an opinion on something that you don't even know is true.
Yeah, And I already know that when I stream tonight, because I'm gonna stream Dynamite, I already know I'm gonna be asked, hey, so did you hear about CM Punk, blah blah? And it's like, yeah, I did, but I don't care. I really don't give a shit to even talk about it because I don't have an opinion. What's my opinion supposed to be? I don't know if it's true. So why
Right.
am I gonna like do like a deep analysis about it? Like I don't know if it's true. CM Punk has been quiet, and if he comes out and says something, then it's true. But right now, I don't care to. I don't care.
Yes. I don't either, because it's just one of those things where right now it's like, all right, it's probably a good thing to pull it's probably a good thing to pull, especially the vets and people that were on for however long, pull them off for a little bit, let them go away and come back. Like Drew, same thing. Like, was Drew's film? I understand. Every time I say it, they're like, well, Drew's doing this. I know. But regardless, he's taking a break. It's going to be great when he comes back, and you'll actually be like, yeah, it'll feel like he's home. It's exciting when they come back.
It's
You
so
gotta do that.
exciting. I am counting down the days.
He's like, yes.
As soon as I hear that man's theme, I am gonna go freaking crazy. I am gonna praise that man. He's gonna be my god as soon as he enters. I'm gonna be so obnoxious. I can't even. I can already see it right now.
I'm gonna boo. The most thunderous boo you've ever heard in your life. I'm gonna be like, oh great, hide the microphones. Here he comes. He's getting ready. What do we? 10-minute lecture on God knows what. I don't know.
And
But
then
no,
people
I'm
are gonna
excited
get
to see
mad
it.
at you for it, which is so stupid. Like whatever. Go with the story. Oh my god.
I can't have fun.
No, I try to have fun too. Like with Sammy, well, that was my actual reaction. I called Sammy a bitch, and I forgot why. It was something. Did it have to do with Drew or Finn? I'm not so sure. But it was like when fuck, I can't. Oh, Sammy got like a match, or like a number one contender match. I can't remember. But I was crashing out. Or I think he was talking shit to Drew actually, and I'm just like, oh, like shut the fuck up. My glorious king is here, and then Sammy comes out, and then he says something, and I'm like, you fucking bitch! Like I actually was angry. I'm like, you bitch, don't do that. But like at the same time, like I don't hate Sammy.
No, I don't hate Sammy either, but right now, I don't even know how long. It's just every time, whatever he's
So
doing,
annoying.
every time, just like shut up, go away, Sammy. What are you doing? Knock it off. Just everything that he's been involved in, and it's been so good, right? But he'll just be like, my biggest fans, nobody understands me. I'm not getting my opportunity. Oh my God, I helped you, Cody, and then you didn't. He just sounds like a manipulative, like gaslighting ex. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up, Sammy. Oh my God, I hate it.
It's stupid. We're my ride or die fans. Shut up.
My true fans, while he's cutting the promo backstage, and you just hear, "You suck, Sammy."
It's so annoying. I don't know if it's gonna work. I find it so annoying. I don't know if it's gonna work. It might end up working down the line here. I don't even know where this shit is heading. But every single time that man is on my screen, I'm like, oh my God. And that's the point. You're supposed to be annoyed.
The minute he enters the frame, the minute that you see him, oh God, like, no, please don't. When he came down to the ring with Cody and Gunther, I was like, what the hell are you doing? Go away. Go away.
He's like, what is that, like, white man complex thing? I don't know what it's called, but you know how, like, the white men feel like they have, like, injustice because, I don't know, like, I don't know what it's called, but do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, and I wish I could think of, like, a term or, like, the term for it. God dang it. I can't, but I know what you mean. Like, I'm inserting myself, everything's about me, like,
Yeah.
inserting yourself where you don't fucking belong, like, just making you the center of everything.
Yeah, and like everybody's out to get you, so you're making yourself a victim, but you're not even a victim because you were a part of WrestleMania. You had the United States Championship that got taken away from Carmelo Hayes. You also won over Chad Gable, which Chad Gable should have won. So it's like, what do you mean? You're no victim here.
The last thing I'll say just about the whole like Sammy thing is people again don't have fun, but the first couple times that he had interactions backstage with Cody, and he was like crashing out towards the end of it, or if Trick Williams made him mad and he like swiped all the water bottles. I think those of us that watch every week, like, it was pretty noticeable for a while. You know, he's the water bottle, he was smashing them. So we, you know, on stream, I made it a bit of every time he's on screen, hide the water bottles. Oh God, no, hide the water bottles. So it was our thing. So it's funny. Like, I look forward to it. And then he didn't do it for a couple weeks, and there was the water bottles behind him the one time, and he didn't do it. And I was like, they were right there, Sammy, what'd you do? And then the next week, the minute he pops up, I'm like, oh, hide the water bottles. And not 2 seconds later, there's a singular water bottle, and he swipes it. And I died. I just absolutely fucking died. I thought it was perfect timing. It was so funny. Then you make it a joke, and all of that. And it wasn't even that funny. Am I missing something? It's not even funny. Like, what is she even laughing at? Like,
it's been a running joke. Like, people on Twitter talk about it. I know what you're talking about, because when Sammy, when I saw the water bottle, I was just like, shit, he's gonna hit it. And then he hit it, and I had a reaction like that, because I was like, what the fuck? And every single time, so at first, I didn't notice it, but my chat would always come in, and it's like, Sammy versus the water bottles. I think it took me like a while. And then I was just like, oh yeah, he is always hitting water bottles. So when I saw that one singular one, I was like, shit, he's gonna hit it. And he did. So yeah, it's funny. Like, I think most people that don't find things funny are not active on Twitter. They don't know the like the running jokes.
Yeah. Or they're just, I don't know, or they're just not watching every week to see like the continuance of just like things that are like, those are the small little funny things in wrestling that I think are cute. Like, they're just little details that don't necessarily mean a whole lot, but they pop me because I'm just like, hey, good, yeah, like, yeah, you know. I trying to think of what else, because there's so many things, because I haven't even making any videos or talking anything, but I'm thinking of what I want to ask you and what I want to know your perspective on, because I feel like, go ahead.
Sorry, I just cut you. Do you find wrestling boring right now?
I don't. Do you? Be honest.
Yes. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, the only exciting, I find AEW, I don't find that boring, but it's, nothing is moving me. Like, nothing at all is giving me reasons to talk about something. The Bloodline is like the biggest story, I guess, and I don't really care to talk about that. The only thing that I like right now about WWE is Chad Gable's arc. That's pretty much it. And then in AEW, like, I'm excited about the Continental tournament or the Owen Hart tournament. Sorry, there's so many fucking tournaments. But like, that's pretty much it.
Okay. So I have my chat and I we're always very split. Okay, so we're always very split. And I have a lot of people that come in, and it's been for the last probably 2 months now. It's just, you need to watch AEW, you need to watch AEW, you need to watch AEW. And I'm like, I fucking know. Give me a second, okay? But when I'm watching SmackDown, when I'm watching Raw, every time that I'm watching, I'm having a good time, and I'm liking everything that's happening. And I made a video about it, and I haven't edited it really. It's just so short. But I remember back to in the lead up to WrestleMania 40, the only thing that stands out to me that I really actually remember is everything that surrounded the Bloodline. That's it. Yeah. Like, the Bloodline overtook everything. There wasn't a lot of build for anything else. And now when I think of like Raw and SmackDown, I feel like there is much more going on. And that's not to say that it doesn't need improvement. Everything needs improvement. Everything can improve. But I think what they're doing right now with the Intercontinental title is very intriguing to me. They're including people that they weren't before. I think the comedic relief of Danhausen is really, really cool. I'm hoping that they're breaking up the buddy system of the women's tag division right now. I think probably the weakest thing is the women's title picture. But even still, we're seeing more of the women's wrestling and more of the women on screen than we have in a long time. That I almost feel like the Bloodline for me is the least interesting. It's like the thing that I'm the least interested in at the moment. because it got better now with after Jacob and Roman. But Roman hadn't done anything differently, so I'm just kind of like, all right, well, it was the most fucking boring thing to me. So there's so much happening right now that I understand. You know, I respect everybody's, you know, perspective, and I don't care. Like, that's the thing, is I don't feel the need to make anybody else feel the way that I feel. But I'm enjoying it, and I feel like there's a lot going on. What I don't like is because I feel that way, it's not enough. And it's constantly, all right, well, you should be doing this. You should be doing this. Well, this is so much better. This is so much better. And I'm like, can you just let me sit in like the thing that I like? Like, and damn.
Yeah. I'm not gonna even touch on the sickos because I've already crashed out on them multiple times.
They've had enough of you.
Somebody after Double or Nothing, somebody tagged me on a post saying, "Apologize to the sickos now." First off, the sickos, you're the fan base. The sickos wrote and booked Double or Nothing. I did not fucking know that. I was like, first off,
that's the thing. You take credit for that. That had nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I was like, first off, still, fuck you guys. Like, and I'm not even talking about all the sickos. I'm talking about the tribalistic sickos. I made a video about the Dynamite after Double or Nothing. And I saw. I had two sickos in there, just like one person said, one, you're not paying attention. And I pay way more attention to AEW than I pay attention to the WWE. Mm-hmm. That's one show that I do pay attention to. But I'm also like, the entire video was like the perspective of a new fan coming in from WWE, watching AEW for the first time, or a returning fan. I thought the Dynamite right after Double or Nothing was not good. It was good for us because we're like, okay, cool.
It happens to me every time, Minnie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For new fans, for some reason, the Dynamite that follows the pay-per-views is not good enough to retain the audience. But then the following Dynamite is like the perfect Dynamite that you should have had after a pay-per-view. So I'm trying to make this a point, and I'm talking about strictly newer fans or returning fans, and they still got offended. They're like, well, you're not paying attention. I'm like, I am, but I'm just talking about the new fucking fans. Like, I made it so clear that I'm talking about the newer fans, and they still got offended.
I was trying to think of how I wanted to word it. Everybody makes everything about them, for one. It's like you say something about a fan base, and it's instantly like this offense of how dare you? Like, I like, that's the thing. You're talking about this fan base of the thing that I like. And it's like, that's okay. If I crashed out every time somebody talked about how shitty WWE is, how boring it is, how the casuals this, the fans this, I would be an absolute wreck. But you don't have to take everything personally. But they do pay-per-views so well. I enjoy every AEW pay-per-view that I watch, minus the fact that I feel like my head is going to snap because there's so much going on. But I always want to tune in that week then. All of the hype around it and everyone being so excited about it makes me instantly be like, shit, I gotta watch. Okay, I'm gonna tune in, I'm gonna watch it. And then it's like there's no carry on from what happened a couple days before, and the hype is kind of gone. And then I'm like, okay, what the hell did I just watch? If I'm gonna invest a couple hours of my time, I want to be able to be invested in what's going on, because otherwise I can just keep watching the pay-per-views. If I don't have to have any long-term, like, if I don't really need to know what the fuck's going on and I can just go enjoy the wrestling, then I don't need to watch the show weekly. And that's been my stance for a while, because I fucking love the pay-per-views, but I don't really need to know what's happening.
And it's unfortunate because I also tackled on, there's a tournament happening. So right before the pay-per-view, there's a tournament. At the pay-per-view, we had like some of the qualifying matches too. I'm forgetting who. Swerve versus Bandito, and I think we had another one. I'm not so sure. And then on Dynamite, we continued the tournament. So for a new fan, you're just kind of like, wait, why are they wrestling? And you're just like, oh, it's a tournament. Like, there's no story behind it, but it's a tournament. It's like a qualifying match. So when you add that in, yeah, as a new fan, you're just kind of like, all right, so I'm just gonna watch this for the wrestling match. I'm not really gonna watch this because it's like gonna progress something. Sometimes it does, but it's just, I just wish I just wish people could say these certain things and not have like a whole ass paragraph from a sicko just telling you how like you're not paying attention and you're wrong. And they one of them was like, well, other creators that used to talk about this aren't talking about that, and you didn't respond to that. And I'm like, because I don't care what other creators are saying. Like, this is my opinion. I don't care what they're saying.
That part. It's not, I don't have to have a think piece going between what someone else thinks all the time. I barely give my own opinions. Why the fuck am I gonna make a think piece on somebody else's? You know what I mean? Like, I like it's a rare thing. I like being able to talk about it with people that are not going to take it personally and crash out about it, because anybody can tell me anything about WWE and I get it and I see the perspective and I see the viewpoint, whether I agree with it or not. Like, the way that you view it and the way that you feel about it is the way that you do. If we all felt the same, it'd be really insanely boring. It'd be really, really fucking boring. But don't act like I'm wrong just because I don't feel the way that you do. A lot of the time, it's not necessarily there's even a right or wrong with certain things. But I feel this when I try to watch again. Do you think it's not like you even? I hate asking that. Like, do you think they care? Do you think that any of the shows, like a Dynamite or anything, is ever geared towards maybe garnering a new audience? Or do you think there's like no strategy at all to get any new viewers, anything like that? Do you feel like that's even like something that they focus on or they care about? Or are they just trying to retain the audience that's walking away from like WWE or the people that have already been fans of it for a long time?
I think they want to retain a newer audience. I don't think they necessarily book to do that. I think they're just hoping on like hopefully this Dynamite, after this amazing pay-per-view that everybody's talking about, hopefully we retain a portion of that new audience. I don't necessarily think that they're booking for the new audience whatsoever, which is why like I want AEW to grow. I want them to have a higher viewership. Like, I really love this company and I want them to be successful. So that's why I say the things that I say, but it always comes off bad. And they tell me that I'm a WWE liquor and all that. It's so fucking stupid.
Oh, no matter what I say, either way, I'm wrong no matter what. So
it's stupid. And because you want to watch it again, but if you say what you just say, they're going to be like, well, that's just because you care about being on WWE television for like a couple of seconds. So you're going to say
and it's so dismissive. And I don't normally care what anyone says like that, but it's just so dismissive, because I actually do really love pro wrestling and I have a lot of respect for it. And I watched AEW for quite a few years. And then I got really burnt the fuck out, whatever. I don't have to tell everyone my whole life story every time I want to talk about fucking pro wrestling. And I don't need to tell you who I have fucking telling me that, oh, you understand this and I don't have to do all that shit. But to just dismiss what I'm saying in general as like, oh, well, you just want to be on WWTV. Who gives a fuck? If you actually think that, get off the internet. Like, I'm so tired. No, dude, did I look fucking happy? Did I look like I wanted to be in that shit? No. Someone was keying their ass off when they decided to do that. I guarantee you that.
Use your ass for the Brock Lesnar.
For Brock fucking Lesnar's thing, you bitch. Oh my God.
I saw that and I was like, oh, she's not gonna like this. And then I saw your reaction to it and you were like, somebody else better be here. Somebody else better be here. I was like, that would probably be my reaction. If that was me, I'd be like, don't make me the only one. Because at that point, especially Twitter, it's going to make me a fucking
I was getting nervous. I was like, please God, no. Please God, no. That's why I popped so hard when it was someone else. Granted, it happened to be Santi, but I was like, oh, thank fucking God. It's like this. I was like, this would have felt like a targeted attack. We'll make sure that they see her this way as they're editing. Fuck you. Oh my God.
I will say, like, speaking about like the Dynamites after pay-per-views again, somebody did bring up a good point to me, and somebody said, well, it's because Tony Khan is probably trying to figure out who could work, who's injured, who needs some time off, like stuff like that. Like he's trying to find out if there's any injuries after the pay-per-views, because they do go hard. Like they are very pro wrestling. They do go hard. And to me, I will take that argument. That makes a lot of freaking sense to me. And I feel like that should be like those are the conversations that we should be having, where it's like you can disagree with me, but you can enlighten me in some kind of capacity, because nobody has ever brought that up to me. Like nobody has ever said, well, it's because Tony Khan wants to make sure that their talent are are healthy to be wrestling or whatever. But I agreed with that. I was like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, get a little bit of a breather to like get things together instead of it being like predetermined before they. And do they have like a creative team? Like is there like a big team that like commiserates like fucking WWE, or is it kind of more just like collective of the actual talent and Tony? Do you know? I don't know. I actually have no idea.
I don't know if it's true, but this is all like dirt sheets and sources and stuff like that. Or maybe Tony Khan has mentioned this, but it's Tony Khan, Bryan Danielson, Christopher Daniels, Sanjay, I always forget his name, like Sanjay Dutt or something like that. So there is a group, but there's a group I know that helps with creative, but I don't know how involved they are. And I made it a point to say I think Tony Khan is asexual because I've never seen him with a woman, and this is like his love. This is his his marriage.
Yeah.
I really think he's asexual. Like I don't think like he works, he eats, breathes, he lives this. So I feel like he's probably taking the majority of like the creative writing and the booking and all that.
It kind of seems that way. Like he takes it all along and does it. And that honestly might be why. I mean, that makes perfect sense then why it's not like quick. Okay, here, this and this. Okay, cool. We're ready for Wednesday, where it would take like a week or so to actually get everything in order to have it, you know, for what they're doing next. I'm just watching YouTube chat like discuss my hair, and I just love people discussing things that are just incorrect. I just incorrect information. It's like it's pieces of hair that she clips in. This is sewn into my head. Anyway, all right, Minnie's hair is real. Mine's not. I paid for this.
You could clip it, but Wheezy doesn't clip. She could sew that in.
I just sew it in. This is a lot easier. It's much easier. It's much easier. I did want to ask on that point, because again, I've had so many people talking to me about AEW and giving me such shit because I haven't watched it yet. Like, I'll get there. Hang on. And it's okay if you don't have an answer. But for someone like me, right, that is busy as fuck and really selective about what I spend my time on, and right now I'm not spending my time on Dynamite, do you feel like there's anything that they could improve on to entice like a newer audience, or entice someone to actually like really be invested in tuning in and then tuning in the next week, outside of just like the outstanding wrestling? Because I feel like a lot of the time it is for me wanting to come back the next time and see like the continuance of something, and I don't feel like I get a lot of that every time I watch.
I think like the only thing that I could say is because AEW, when they have a big story, it's really good. Like they knock it out of the park when it comes to like deep storytelling. So I feel like there was a lot of noise with the Hollywood ending, Mariah May versus Timeless Tony. There was a lot of noise with like MJF and Adam Cole when it was like Better Than You, Baby.
Oh yeah.
There was like the Death Riders versus Adam Page. Finally Adam Page like defeated John Moxley. So when it's hard to like produce that though. So I don't really blame them, because it's hard to consistently have a big story that's going to captivate the audience where like everybody's hearing about it. But sure. I really don't have an answer, because I'm not a professional or anything, but I can like say
I usually answer things the same way, so I just figured I'd
that's like the only thing I feel like, keep doing those stories that like people talk about and like people like invade your Twitter space on it.
Yeah, all it takes is like something to be viral that gets the attention of kind of everybody. And I feel like I feel like that's the thing that kind of skyrocketed WWE again, whether it's still good or whether it's actually really entertaining or not, because of the virality of the shit that they have going on with like Rhea Ripley and now Danhausen. It gets people interested and buzzing and wanting to tune in. And that happened. I think the Mariah and Tony, I mean, that definitely I feel like had a lot of people's attention at that time, and people were tuning in. So it takes just something like that to get kind of like the general audience. I'm just watching. I have one member of my chat that's just always
I see already. Improve
Every time.
Wheezy. It's AEW. They've been awesome since the beginning.
He just doesn't listen to me. He just doesn't listen to me. I've given up. I've given up.
I do love whenever somebody enjoys something like completely, because I'm so jealous of that, because I'm like, I wish I could just enjoy everything completely, tune in every single week and be like, that was great. Like, I wish I could do that, but it's hard.
Yeah, it is. I catch myself in such a weird. I catch myself because I'm trying to. I literally, it's like an experiment I'm doing right now. I'm trying to be more like that, and I think that's why I've kind of isolated. Not kind of. I have isolated myself from everyone, just so that I can do that and not constantly feel the need to, like, have a review or a critique. Because I was getting to a point where I didn't even want to talk about wrestling, and this week was the first time, Monday, that I actually was like. After Raw, I was like, ooh, wheels are turning. Where could we go? What am I thinking? Ooh, this. So like the wheels are spinning again. And so it makes me want to watch other things, but I still don't think I'm ready. I still think I need a little bit of time. Burnout's fucking real, y'all. Like, give any creator, right, that is out there making consistent weekly videos about anything and diving into it, give them a lot of credit, because they don't get to just tune out like anyone else can. Like, they have to be there for it, and it's their job, and this and this and this, and it's a lot to be expected to have like thoughts on every single thing that you're seeing or know every single thing that's happening. Like, that's, I don't know how I think of Santi all the time. I don't know how he does it.
I think about him all the time, and I was just telling Nate, he stopped watching WWE. But I was just talking to him. I was like, it sucks that every single time I think I'm back where I can talk about wrestling, it just, the following week, I just don't feel it anymore, because nothing served me where like I want to talk about like in depth to make a video on. So I'm the same way. I'm like, damn, it's really hard. So really, you have to go in deep to like find something to talk about. And Santi is so good at that, because I remember him saying, whenever wrestling is boring and wrestling isn't good, I have to work harder to come up with something to make a video that day.
That's
and
so
like,
true.
Damn it, Santi. I wish everybody, well, I want to have your brain. Like, I don't know what kind of brain you have, but I want that.
It's a good one. I don't know how the
It's a good brain.
Because I'll give him shit, and then I'm like, this dumbass, and then he'll say some smart shit. I'm like, damn, all right. Like, you're not just a wrestling puppet. Like, you actually have good thoughts and stuff. Like, what the hell? Oh my God. I wish I could do that sometime.
And even with like reactions, like, because we do our streams, I don't want to make more videos on reactions, you know, like I don't want to make another YouTube video on like, let me react to this, because that's what I get told all the time. They're like, well, if you can't think of anything, just react to something.
I know. And I'm like, but I don't want to do that. I'll like try to include the audience. I'm like, what would you guys like to see? Like, is there anything? And then it's always react to this match from this year, and I'm like, I would rather drink bleach right now. Like, I do not want to fucking sit through like a WrestleMania. I do not want to fucking sit through, like, you know, I'm like, I want to do something. I want to do something fun.
Let's see what chat is saying. Oh, somebody spoke about women's wrestling. Somebody said that women's wrestling is caring this year. What do you think of that?
My gut reaction is that I agree, but I also feel like it depends on where and what I do feel like it kind of can sometimes depend on where and what you're watching. But I feel like I'm always way more interested, especially what the women do really well in WWE, at least. I think AEW, their 1v1 surpasses like everybody when it comes to the women. Like, but the multi-women matches, I feel like WWE does really well. Yeah, they do really well with that. They have such good chemistry. You can tell that they work together really well. And that it hits every time. Like I could say that for sure. It blows the men out of the park every time.
The Queen of the Ring tournaments, the Fatal 4-Ways, I have enjoyed those so much. The one with Becky, Chelsea Green, was it Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss?
Yeah.
Or no? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. That one, I was like, you guys are so freaking synchronized.
Yes, it was
everything was fluid. I was like, this is great. And then Sol Ruka versus Lyra, I was like, you guys cannot talk. Like, the whole thing is like, AEW doesn't have storytelling, but they have wrestling, and WWE is more about storytelling and entertainment. No, WWE is about wrestling. Like, you can't say that shit anymore. It's not like 2019 or whatever years they weren't really heavily focused on that. But now you can't say that. They have like AEW level matches.
I love hearing you say that, only because I just said that this last week, where I feel like the last month especially, and I didn't know if I was full of shit, but the last month especially, it's just like the wrestling has been really good every week that I'm watching. It's been really, really good. And I'm like, everything's like, I'm invested in it and it makes sense, and not everything is just interference, and not all of it is super predictable at the moment either. Like, I just feel like there was some kind of change, and I'm like, damn, okay, cool. And then there's people that are stuck in like, this is ass, and I'm like, regardless of whether you're into like where things are headed, like the matches themselves are pretty fucking good. Like, what do you mean?
The entirety of Monday Night Raw was perfection. Like, we had
It fed my soul. It fed my
Yeah.
soul. It was good.
What is this? WWE 2K is an idea. I'm sure you have heard also. Yeah. Yeah. My 2K videos only do well after Creator Fest, but if I do a 2K video now, it's not going to do that well.
I just hate video games. You notice not a lot of people are really doing anything with it too. Like, I feel like not a lot of people. Yeah, I feel like not a lot of people are playing it.
I think when it came to the 2K creators, like a couple years ago, it was hot. Like, that was the thing to do. But now Brandon is wrestling. Now Chris Danger is wrestling, and they were like the two big ones. So now that they're wrestling, we got Jaren. But yeah, I feel like it's dissipated a little bit.
Aw, Jaren, he's doing so good. I'm sorry.
Jaren is also pushing out videos every single day, I think,
yep.
right?
Yeah, pretty much. He's killing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the PW Revolver show this Friday.
Are you?
And yeah, Jaren and I are gonna record before that. I don't really know what he has in mind, but I feel like it's gonna be like a Reddit reaction or something.
He asked if I was going, and I was like, oh, I forgot that was happening. But also I was like, I feel like I should cover it. I was honestly like, I feel like I should cover it from home. I feel like I should make stuff at home for just not only just for me, but for their exposure too. I was like, I feel like that might be a good thing. So I don't feel like driving. I don't feel like driving down there.
It's free on YouTube. Yeah, it's free on YouTube. You can go ahead and post your clips.
What was I going to look at? Oh, I was trying to see if I had any chats anywhere.
I don't think I have any. I don't have any. Usually, what's his name? I was forgetting his name. Cherry. Greg Cherry always comes in and like usually drops something and then like drops a question.
Yep.
But he's not here today. I noticed that. Let's see. What else what can we wrap this up with?
How are you doing? How are you doing just in general?
I'm not good. Friday, I had to end stream because I just crashed out mentally. I knew I shouldn't have streamed, but I did stream, and that was because I spoke to my behavioral therapist, or I don't know. I have a psychiatrist, and then I have a behavioral therapist, and he basically was like, "We're gonna start from step one." Even though I've been diagnosed 4 months, he was like, "We're gonna start at step one because I'm gonna listen to every single detail that you say. So to get back on the ADHD medication, we'll see. And I was like, what the fuck? And you know what? I think I'm too fucking honest, because my doctor is a resident, and then the person above, I told my doctor, I was like, listen, that was for an AEW pay-per-view too. I double dosed. My shit was 40 milligrams. So I took one in the morning, and then I took one later. So that's 80 milligrams. I think I texted you. I think I was like, I'm on 80 milligrams and it's not doing anything. It still wasn't fucking doing that much. And I told her that, and because I double dosed, that ended up being like an issue. So that's when
they're so annoying. Yeah.
So that's when the doctor above was like, we're going to take you off of that. We're going to put you on this. You have to speak to a psychiatrist. And I'm like, it's not like I took two at once. And also, you know, it's supposed to last all day, but it doesn't. It lasted for like 4 or 5 hours. And then I was like, I still have like 8 hours left of my day. Let me go ahead and take another one, because it is a stimulant. So it's going to keep me awake. But yeah, so stupid. Anyway, so yeah, I'm sorry for fucking Scratch. And that's so annoying, especially because for months I've been waiting to get on medication. Finally got on medication, and now it's like ripped away from me. And I am on bipolar medication though.
Are you?
Yeah.
I need to go like get actually like reassessed, but that's a whole another thing. But I get it. It's like you start the process and then you have to completely restart, and I've done that a few times. But also, for anyone, I don't know if there's anyone else that like has ADHD or takes ADHD medication. I take name brand Adderall. Oh no, actually, I don't think it's name brand. I do take generic Adderall. And I was on Vyvanse before. There has been such an issue the last few years with ingredients, and they only have to like be consistent with like this point percentage of like whatever they're using. And the last batch that was made like 3 months ago, I guess, was recalled. And there was a whole bunch of like, it was not working for me. I was taking it and I'm like, I feel like I want to go like jam my head into mud. Like I can't think, I can't process thoughts, I can't do anything. Like what the hell's going on? And then I got this most recent batch and I was like, oh my god, okay, I'm I can like, it's quiet and I can like do things again, cool. And it turned out that there was a recall, and that had happened with Vyvanse as well, where the generic version of like this particular distributor, you know, was doing this, and it's such a bullshit, such a bullshit thing, because it's such a helpful tool and people will shame the fuck out of you for it. Like I even see people in the chat now like being like, oh, it sounds like a heart attack, sounds like this, and it's kind of like, yeah, well, you know, you do you and I'm gonna do me. Okay, thanks.
Also, once you're on it, you like know how you feel. Like you know your body, you know if something's working or not. You understand that it already wore off because you're starting to like go back to like, I still couldn't focus that much, but it helped. But I would remember, like, I would just like lay down and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Like, it's like, I was like slowly deteriorating, and I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and take another one. So they say 70 milligrams is the max that somebody could take, but because I took the 80 and it didn't, I don't know, I still felt like it didn't. It did stuff, but it didn't help me like lock in, and I had to lock in.
That was kind of my issue with Vyvanse though too.
Vyvanse?
Vyvanse was like, I felt like it got me like, I was so ready to do everything, but then I was like, I can't actually like focus.
Do it.
It almost like, yeah. It was almost, I don't know, it was almost like it was too much. And then I switched to Adderall. And the first time I did, I was like, oh. Like the first time I actually was a little tired and I was like, uh-oh, well, this one's working. Okay. And yeah, it helped a ton. But it's the opposite. Everyone was like, oh yeah, Vyvanse is the best one. Like that's the greatest one. Like this, it's a easy up, easy down. And I had the opposite. So everybody's bodies are just so different in the way that we metabolize things and what we eat and our hormones. We have that to consider too. That fucks everything up. So
yeah, I will never get on birth control ever again. sorry guys.
Sucks.
Just talking about our hormones.
Yeah.
And shit.
I'll like dump it on them sometimes. I'm like, oh, I am, and then I have to like reel it back in. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, trucks.
So yeah, somebody said, shout out Kathy Kelly, didn't know she was diagnosed with autism. She got diagnosed with autism. I'm not so sure like how or where in the spectrum, but I did read the title. I guess she said it during a CVV interview.
I found it interesting. She did. I found it interesting how much that out of the whole interview got like circulated and made like the news images, because I feel like it's not an uncommon thing for a woman late diagnosed in her 30s to like have any form of autism. I think it happened to a lot of us. And I think because a lot of people are just like immediately think of autism as like one specific thing. And it's not. There's a whole spectrum. Oh, there's a spectrum of how those kinds of things work, and a lot of time it is closely related to ADHD and OCD as well. So I mean, there's I know too much. That's the problem. No one like looks into stuff anymore.
I
just ask ChatGPT. I'm like, okay.
I have like 20 plus books on social sciences on how the brain works.
Yeah.
So I looked deep into it, which is why I decided to not drink for 4 weeks, get diagnosed properly. And that's what pisses me off too, because I did all that and like we're starting all over. Like, kiss my ass. Are you kidding me? Pisses me off here. But yeah, I look deep into it too. So it's just, yeah, I don't find like autism. Like, if somebody got diagnosed with autism, I'd be like, okay. I
tell I tell my husband every day. I'm like, yeah, it's the he got a little bit. It's I think I do too, but his is he forget and it's so he knows now. I forget what he said. It's like, oh no, it's that thing that I have. I don't know. I like things a certain way, and I was like, yeah, it's autism. He just was like, yeah, that. And I'm like, yeah. It's okay.
I will never forget his pacing. You were like, oh, he's pacing. I was like, he's pacing.
He does. He paces if he's on the phone. He'll do whole laps. He'll laps around the whole house. Fuck it. He's at the end of the driveway. Like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just, just pacing. His keys have to go in the same place. If I put something in the way of where he puts his items, oh no. We had a paper towel roll that I had to move because when it was horizontal, too much paper towel would hang off the end of it and he'd have to roll it back up. And I'm chaos. I don't give a shit. So I just ripped the paper towel and then it's hanging there and he would roll it back up every time. So I had to put it vertical so it doesn't do that anymore because I was driving him insane. Oh, my Lord almighty.
Yeah, he might have some kind of OCD.
Yeah, a little bit. It's okay. Makes him who he is. He knows.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Any questions that you want to ask us? Yeah. Did you see Seamus's IG? He like busted his head.
No, I did not.
He's bloody as hell. I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Hell?
Yeah.
Let's see. Shane. Yeah. Speak now or forever hold your peace. If you do have a question.
If you have any questions, let us know.
What?
We have a conversation, so it's like, I feel like a lot of people have these kind of podcasts where like they just talk and like chat is also like chiming in. So
that's a gash.
Some kind of accident in the gym. That's scary. If it's in the gym, that's scary as well.
Yeah, it says a gym fail. I wonder if he dropped something on his head or if he fell. Like, that's a big gash. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah. It's big. Holy moly.
So if you were hoping a Seamus comeback, you might have to wait a little more.
God damn it, fella. Jeez.
Damn. Let's see. Does anything in particular excite you going into summer, whether it's wrestling or life related? I'm excited about tanning because I looked pale for a while. That's it.
Oh my God, you should come for a weekend. And I just did that all morning. I just laid out and tanned and watched planes. It was incredible. But yeah, I'm excited to just be outside, be in the sun. I'm excited to have bonfires. I'm excited to keep working on like the outside of my house. Like last summer, like you have to understand, like last summer I was really sick and like miserable. And so I didn't do anything. And so now like to have energy and like feel good and be able to eat food, I'm like, fucking let's go. So I gotta chill. Like wrestling wise, I don't know that there's anything wrestling wise that I'm just like really looking forward to at the moment. There's nothing like on my agenda. Oh, fuck. I did buy a plane ticket to go to SummerSlam, or at least to go to Minneapolis.
I wanted to do that, but that's in August 30th, right?
It's the beginning. So it's August 1st and 2nd, or 2nd and 3rd.
Our lease ends September 15th, and we're looking at a 2-bedroom somewhere else. So it's like we got to save our money.
Oh, good.
Moving. Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah, because I want to do the same thing. I wanted to be in Minneapolis, but I was like, we can't do that.
I did it when I was at WrestleMania. I bought the ticket, and I'm like, well, worst case, I go and I fuck around. We'll see. It'll work out. It'll be fine.
It should be fun. Yeah. Let's see. Wheezy and Minnie, does either of you think WWE will have another women's PLE Evolution? Yes, because they have Evolve, NXT, they have AAA, they have TNA. And
that was such a good show also.
Yeah.
That was a great show. They would be dumb to not do it again. I'm sure they will. Yeah.
I hope it's a yearly thing because they could really do this yearly, but we'll see.
Yes. Agreed.
Do you believe that wrestling has changed for the better since turned PG in 2008 due to the constant deaths among wrestlers and lack of mental health awareness. Do you believe that wrestling has changed? Wrestling will always change. Wrestling is not like a linear sport or anything. There's always going to be changes and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think it changed for the worse or for the bad.
Yeah, it changing is like everything else. I don't think that wrestling changed just because of, oh, it's because of this era or because of this rating. I think it's just society and how society changes. It's kind of like how there's less people that are wanting to go out and party. There's less people drinking. I think we're a little more aware of ourselves, our mental health, our bodies. And back then, and they're also a lot more strict on, what they allow from their performers. So before, yeah, they could just be popping pain pills, and they've learned from that and be like, okay, ooh, this is not good. Let's like actually take care of our people, at least to an extent. They could be way better and maybe unionize, but that's a whole nother subject and conversation. But yeah, like everything will always evolve and change. And I think it's silly to hang on to what was, or like the nostalgia of something.
Nostalgia is a drug, man. I swear. So many people want to hold on to it, and I'm like, shut up. I get it for like memories, but to make an argument about like, well,
to hate everything because that's not what it was.
Yeah,
stupid.
Yeah, that's annoying. How do you feel about Brock Lesnar possibly costing Oba King of the Ring? That's fine. Whatever. I'm mad that it's a trilogy, so.
Yeah, I've been saying on mine. I'm not even sure that that's happening. So that's all I'll say.
Yeah. If it happens, then whatever. If there was one thing you could get fans to understand or knowledge impart for all wrestling, what would it be? Just the fact that like if you're interested in movies and series like that, this wrestling is the same shit, but you watch it every single week, twice, 3 times a week, however many times you're watching it, and it's live. So yeah, that's it.
I think I would want them to understand. Oh, there's so many things that I would want them to understand. But that it's a performance. Literally, that it's a performance, and my one chat member will not be happy with this. It's okay if someone is not wrestling all the time. The most important, like, a wrestling show can be good and someone can be a good performer if they are not wrestling, or if they are not like the most athletic best wrestler. Like, there is a good balance of everything, and everyone has their part, and everybody can be valuable. You don't have to be just the best wrestler in the world in order to be valuable. I wish more people understood that.
I agree. Danhausen, perfect example. He had that one match, or did he have 2 matches? 2 matches, I believe.
Yeah, and he could wrestle.
And they were incredible. Yeah, but they were incredible.
That's not his only value. Like, your only value is not that you're a good wrestler. Like,
yeah.
You can be a good wrestler and have the personality of a fucking foot.
And there are some
and they exist.
Yeah. Which is let's see. What are you most excited for? Forbidden Door. Mercedes versus Athena's happening, or we don't even know yet, but if that happens, that's at Forbidden Door, right? If the final of the Owen Cup is at Forbidden Door, that's what I'm happy about. Or that's what I'm looking forward to.
I usually always watch that one. I always like Forbidden Door.
Yeah, it's cool. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Or can we agree that Penta is the best IC champion since Gunther? He has matches all the time. So yeah, sure.
It's the most interested I think I've been in the title for a while, because I'm kind of rooting for like, ooh, maybe Chad Gable, and then I was really like, ooh, maybe Bray. Ooh, like there's a lot of different possibilities that I could see. So
yeah, I like that. Alrighty, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Good seeing you. Thanks for the hangs. Good hangs. We had a good chat. This will be available for replay. We'll get some clips up and all of that. And Minnie streaming Dynamite tonight. Go hang out with Minnie and watch Dynamite. Haha.
Alrighty, y'all. Bye. Thanks so much for being here.
Bye. Okay. I messed this up last time. Am I good? Oh my God. Did I do it? Holy shit. Cool. I just wanted to shout my stuff really quick. Let's see. And I lost my chat. Shit. because I've been sitting here forever. I gotta go water I planted a whole bunch of seeds and shit, like, and then ran in here, washed my face, and like got ready for a stream. So I gotta get back outside. But oh, I gotta edit a video too. So where was I at? Nate McNamara, I'm sure you are not here anymore, but thank you for that resub with Prime earlier. Happy 30 months, 2.5 years, buddy. Oh my god, you guys are one of my best friends. I love you so much. Dwayne A12, thank you for the resub for 6 months. Holy shnikes, 29 months. Got a lot of long timers here today. Chris Struck 05 with that resub at the beginning of the stream at the top of the hour. Thank you for being here for 11 months. Got a lot of streaks going on. Lane event, Johnny Double G 044. I hope you are all doing well. Glad I woke up and caught the end. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing okay, bud. Get that rest. I've been sleeping more lately and it's been, oh my god, it's been freaking fabulous. But I'm getting a bunch of fly bites too. There's a heat advisory here. It's hot as shit. Look at my look at this. Look at this. That's I don't know where I have so many tan lines happening. Like, look at the darkness of this and then look at my hand, you know, and then even then, like, look at the darkness of that and then look at my leg. Like, I'm trying to get everything a little more even and it sucks. My skin is like, you haven't seen sun in over a year. What the hell are you doing? Like, I haven't properly laid in the sun or been out in the sun for probably 2 years. So excited for Dynamite. The card is stacked. I am excited that you're excited. I'm so excited that you're excited. I feel really good today. That's typically how this goes. Crazy color there. Haha, you really be out there. I do. It's so annoying. I don't know what part of my DNA. I actually tan really well. When I was a kid and I was outside, dude, I was really dark. I don't know. I'm so many different European things that I don't understand. I don't understand how I get dark like that, but I can. But I actually try not to tan my face. I wear a lot of sunscreen and stuff because aging, it's not good for you, and skin cancer and stuff like that. But I also am the kind of white where I look fucking dead if I don't have any sun, especially if my legs are terrible. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with us this afternoon. Oh my god, it's 87 degrees. 87 degrees. Holy fucking shit. That's insane. We dropped under 200 subscribers. Yikes! I gotta come back to streaming. But I will be back Friday night. It's weird how some plants will grow no matter what, but roses make you want to scream. Why won't you grow? I have a whole dormant twig in one of my flower beds. Roses piss me off. I have 4 rose bushes right now. I bought a knockout rose bush. I bought a hybrid tea that's supposed to be blue blooms. And then I got another hybrid tea that's the one that like freaked out when I planted it. It's supposed to be like, I think like a peachy color, but there's no leaves on it. It's just sticks in the ground. But when I scratch the branches, it's still green underneath. So it's alive. And then I have another one that is a nope, this one's not hybrid tea. I can't remember what it is. I don't remember what it is, but they're pink blooms. Outside or inside the house temperature? Outside, Chad. Outside, it's 87. If it was 87 in here, my computer would be fucking screaming. But yeah, I'm gonna get back outside, get some sun, go watch some airplanes. I gotta get some laundry going. And I have a couple videos to release. And I have a video that I want to try to record really quick too. Just short little ones. So I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. 98. Oh my God, y'all are having a heat wave down there. I love the heat though. I fucking love it. I love being outside and like sweating and just like, I'm small and cold. And so I just fucking love the heat. Anyway, take care, make good choices, everybody. I love you all. Thank you so very much. We have some cool stuff coming. Thanks for